Do you remember about a week ago when your bumhole absolutely squeaked? Right? And no, I don't mean when your boyfriend took out that thing and rammed it up your bum. No, I don't mean when your girlfriend found that strap on and entered you roughly. I mean when the crypto market crashed 50% and you as a rookie, including myself, the crypto rookie, worried a little bit. Now, I was always saying that at the end of the day, I believe that as long as you take the following principles at heart. 1, only invest the money that you can afford to lose, right? 2, only invest in projects that you understand or feel have a short to a long-term goal and you understand what those price targets could be, right? As long as you have that in mind, then you should be fine. 3, if it dips that wildly during a bull market, right, which is basically any time within the 18 months after the Bitcoin halving, right, then you should, in theory, have history on your side. So, last week, there was a lot of FUD, right? China banning this, Elon Musk saying that, and people were starting to worry. We had the drop, everyone panicked a little bit, they choked. And a lot of people that were new, including my cat, a lot of people ran out of the market, okay? They were scared pussies. Scared. Bad pun. Anyway, so they ran out of the market. This meant that a lot of weaker hands have gone, which means that the people that stayed picked up a lot of cheaper cryptocurrency and are more likely to hold. Now, it was also pointed out that the people that were dumping Bitcoin had actually bought it within the last, week or month, including the whales. So it was not only coordinated, but actively planned. And once again, the cat is telling me that was good news. Well, I mean it, cat, right? You're not some kind of crypto guru, right? What she is telling me is to remind you that this is not financial advice. This is purely for entertainment purposes, and you should do your own research. So, basically it crashed down to nearly 31,000, and people started to panic, maybe even dipping into 29 at one point with a wick. And now, as of this morning, we are recovering. We are above 40k, and we've had a couple of days of incremental upwards. So, we had the first mini recovery, right, where we bounced from 31 to 35 to 38. We tested that to 39 and back down to 36. We are now over 40. If we close over 40, 41, 42 today, then I feel fairly certain that things are going up. Now, Ethereum has absolutely ripped this morning, going back up to 25, from 2,500 to 28 to 2,900. Granted, it's not the all-time high of that, in which was around about 4,200, right? But anyone that bought the dip, including myself, anyone that's jumped in aware that Ethereum has a longer term goal, then you could be doing well there. And ADA, it's bounced back up to a nice 170, right? It was 220 before the dip. So once again, anyone that bought that dip is more than happy, right? It's these kind of things that show you. These are the early light. These are the early pieces of information that can start to warm our souls. Like last week, people were panicking and worrying, right? And I completely understand. Now, when you wake up, right, and a week ago I was down pretty much 8 grand after I had been up 3 or 4 grand. That's a huge 13 grand swing, right? So it's nice for me to log onto my app this morning and see that it's only minus $500 from my principal, right? Once again, I am a crypto rookie. This is the first major swing that I've had, right? But I'm sure I'm not the only one that's experiencing this for the first time. So with ADA and Ethereum recovering, Bitcoin being the tide mark that's coming up, the news is starting to sound once again more pleasant. So we had a week of FUD, fear, uncertainty and doubt. If you don't know what that is, there's a thingy in the iCard. We had a week of FUD, and now we're starting to hear some good news. So Elon Musk is forming some form of crypto mining group and leaning into that. He seems quite happy. He seems quite positive with his wording, all about trying to make it green. Of course, he's going to try and make it green. He makes electric cars, and he has huge solar banks and stuff like that. It's in his best interest. Not only that, he crashed Bitcoin again to buy in a load of stuff, so he might as well try and improve that value of it, right? So we've got that. We've got ETFs coming out. We've got Goldman Sachs announcing that cryptocurrency will be its own form of asset class. Once again, there's going to be a video in the iCard where I talk about that as well. All of these are good news. These are the hopium to bring it up. This builds more momentum. This builds more trust. This more excitement. I mean, we aren't supposed to see the end of the bull run until October, November, December. Maybe because this dip, it might extend into the new year. I'm keeping an eye on August to September to start taking profits. But it's all about good news now. It's all picking up. Everyone's starting to see the good news. I mean, no word of a lie. I even see the markets reflected in this YouTube channel, because when everyone's excited, I get thousands and thousands of views. And then last week, when everyone was starting to panic, so many people possibly left or stopped watching videos because they were like, right? And I see a dip in the channel's views as well. So it does have a knock-on effect for the wider market in general. But how do you feel about this? Are you happy that everything's rallying? Did you buy the dip? Were you worried? Did your bumhole do that? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Hit subscribe to be alerted every time I upload a video, right? And check out this video here when it uploads, because YouTube tells you to. You ready? Boop.